What's up, everybody? Today we're doing e-commerce email copywriting. If you've watched my content before, you know the drill. I essentially have some prompts here, and I'll be using these and some research to write emails from scratch. In particular, we're doing e-commerce, but you can apply a lot of what we're going over today to other mediums, channels, and different offers. I'm also doing something slightly different. Normally, I already have an offer or an idea made up, but instead what I did is I pulled up 3 brands that I found, first being Nike, second being this one for hair growth called Viviscal, and then a third one, Sephora. My wife loves that brand, so it kind of came to mind. And essentially, I'm going to go through their websites. We're going to come up with an offer and then write the sales copy. So we're going to start off with Nike here and just go over to their website. And I'm going to see what I can find. Around the time I'm making this video, it's the holidays, so we might end up doing something maybe related for Christmas or something like that. But let's go to men's and see if they have anything that kind of catches our attention here. All right, let's go to latest and greatest new releases. Maybe we could make an email about shoes that are coming out that just dropped or something like that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. So you know what we'll do? We're going to do an email for Nike for the new releases. So that's what we'll do for Nike. And as per usual, when you're doing email copywriting, number 1 is the subject line. Okay, so the subject line is kind of like your headline or your title for your email. And it's the first thing people see. And if they don't like it, if it doesn't resonate, they're not going to open that email and you're not going to get the results and the conversion rates you want. So you want to put a lot of time into the email copywriting. If you've read my content before, or maybe you're in the Discord channel, you know that one of the most powerful things you can do with subject lines is create a sense of curiosity. So you give them a benefit or some kind of value, but you don't give them everything. You don't give the whole story away, and that forces them to click the email and actually open it to figure out the rest of the story or the value. That's one strategy. You can offer a benefit. You can have a call to action. You can use urgency or scarcity. These are some of the best strategies from my experience to use in your subject lines, and we'll actually put in a few. So we'll kind of have a few things here. Once again, we're doing the new arrivals. So let's come up with a couple ideas related to that. So we'll put just in men's latest sneaker releases. Don't miss these new sneaker drops. Is there any kind of discounts on these? Let's see, let me just click one right here and just see if we can find some kind of discount maybe, because if we could get something like that, that'd be really good in the subject line. So we'll pretend that there's some kind of coupon running for Nike or something like that, because what we can do is say up to 40% off on new, or what we can call it, new arrivals. Yeah, 40% off on new arrivals. And we'll also throw in an emoji. These can be pretty good depending on the branding and who you're sending it to. Obviously, Nike's more of a casual brand. It's clothing, it's shoes. They're probably sending it to a younger audience, so it'd be okay to put in emojis in the subject line. You do risk it not popping up on some devices, but for the most part, it'll get through and it shouldn't be an issue. It used to be an issue in the past where it could potentially put your email subject or your email itself maybe into the spam folder or not prioritized, but nowadays, you don't really have to worry about that. But emojis can be really powerful because they build off what you're talking about. They add emphasis and just kind of catch your attention, versus if you imagine something like this, you see that in your inbox, it might be easy to kind of skip over and miss because it's pure text. But if you can add that emoji, it kind of adds that extra kind of strength to it. It's really nice. So that's a few there. And as per usual, you want to just write down a bunch of subject line ideas, and then hopefully you're going to A/B test them. If you're on HubSpot or any kind of email marketing software, you'll plug in a few of these, you'll publish them, you'll see how they do. And then you might see maybe that first one or the one with emojis has a 40% open rate, the other one has like 35, something like that, maybe better conversion rates on this last one here. Then obviously you would use that and you would send it out more, and you would use that to shape your future copywriting and your email campaigns. But now let's actually jump into it. And in terms of email copywriting, I tend to use templates to save time and energy. And we also have ChatGPT. I'll try using that on some of these to save some time. But for the most part, you always want to open with personalization. So it's always going to be, hey, first name. This is one of the most powerful things you can do in email, because it gets their attention, it creates that connection with the audience, and it's personalized for them. It's not something you're just sending out to everybody, even though technically you are if it's to a big email list, but it just adds that extra bit of credibility and way to connect with the audience. So if you do have their first name, their company name maybe, or anything about them, really, really powerful thing to do in your email copywriting. But we'll say, hey, first name, don't miss out on our latest releases from brands like Air Jordan. Let's see. Well, technically it's just Nike, so we can say, not brands rather, because Nike is the brand, but latest releases like the Air Jordan, Nike Air Max Plus, or Terminator lows. And then we'll actually do, we would have a graphic inside the email they can click. So for example, we could probably have, I'm just going to put in something like this just for now, but we'll pretend it's more of like an actual graphic they could click. So, hey, John, don't miss out on our latest releases like the Air Jordan. Let's actually get a real number. So we'll say Air Jordan 4 Air Max Plus, or the Terminator lows. You can save big. You can save up to 40% on certain footwear and get it earlier than everyone else. Step up your style and confidence with shoes that will match and improve any outfit you throw on. And then we put in that image right there that I had earlier. Now, preferably you would essentially probably use something like Canva. Let's say I really like Canva, and you'd make like a really nice graphic. So let me just kind of get this right here. There we go. So kind of look like something like this. And let's see if we can go into image options and add a little border around that. Actually, we can go right here, I believe. Yeah. So once again, use Canva. It'd probably be like not just the shoes, but have kind of a gallery of the different products and then click right through, or even individually. That can be really good too if you want to jump to like a very specific product. But in this case, I think we're talking just about our latest releases in general. So we'd have a nice banner graphic they can click through and go right to that, right to the sales page. So we have that, step up your style and confidence. They would have that right there. And then of course we'd have the footer with like the unsubscribe button, location, different things like that. We want that in every email. And if you're using any kind of email marketing software, it pulls in directly. But with something like this, we actually wouldn't need too much copy because the product itself is really what's selling and the offer. If there's 40% off, that's really the main value and offer. We don't have to really elaborate on why that's great. If there's new releases and things like that, same. The value kind of speaks for itself. And that's something nice about e-commerce is you can tend to get away with shorter emails depending on the campaign and exactly what you're selling. But in this case, I'm going to leave this for now, and then we might end up actually coming back to it. And now let's use AI to help us out. So I'm actually going to take this right now. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to ChatGPT, start a new thread here. I'm going to say, you're a 30-year marketing and copywriting veteran. Improve this email copy that we're writing for Nike. Paste that in. Don't need the footer. And let's just see what it says. So this is something you can do. And when I use ChatGPT, I usually give it kind of a background, you could say, or persona. So you're a 30-year marketing copywriting veteran. That's really key for getting more detailed responses and info. But let's just exactly see what we can actually get out of this. So get ready to elevate your footwear game. Thrilled to bring you an exclusive first look at Nike's new sneaker collection. It's actually not bad. So why wait? Some urgency there, nice. Stay bold, stay Nike. I don't know if that's like, that's actually good too. That offers a little bit more. Do that. Offer valuable stock last. That's nice because it creates a sense of urgency and scarcity. Obviously, there's limited stock, so I have to take action now. It's really, really powerful. We'll do that. Get ready to elevate your footwear game. Yeah, I like that actually. So you know what? We're gonna actually use that to word it a little bit better. And don't be afraid to use AI copy. A lot of people, they don't like some of the things that it produces, but as long as you edit it or you write something good and then you put it in, have it kind of, revamp it and make it better. I use AI all the time. It's incredibly powerful, and if you're not using it, I think you're missing out. As a valued member of our Nike community, we're getting a special opportunity. Yeah, that's bad. That's not too bad. Okay, we can put that in as well. Let's do that. And then what was that last part there? So why wait? Yeah, I think we'll use this part right here. So let's do this. So we'll do that. Dive into our latest collection. Yeah, I like that. Well, technically there's kind of multiple calls to action. We don't really need that in a row. So let's do that right there. I like that. That's pretty nice. So that'll be kind of our email for Nike and their new releases. And then, so this brand I found, they sell like hair growth products. Clinically proven hair growth supplements. Over 92% of users start to notice thicker hair in 6 months. Okay. Growth supplements. Nice. Let's see, shop. They got bundles and things like that. Learn. Reviews. Oh yeah, there's good potential here actually. So let's do maybe a bundle. The perfect bundle. Nice shampoo, conditioner. And I think their supplement as well. Cool. So auto replenish. Okay, so for this looks like $136, deliver every 3 months, and you save 20% on plus free shipping. So it's not bad. Product details. Okay, so we'll do an email maybe for this bundle. There's a lot of things we can talk about too. We got good testimonials, like this is perfect. I'm actually gonna take that, I'm gonna screenshot that, and we'll put that in the email. I really like the ingredients. We'll definitely wanna talk about that. Perfect, so here's what we're gonna do. So this is a Viviscal hair growth bundle offer. And this is definitely going to be a really good email where we can hit people's pain points and talk about the dream outcome and their desires. Because obviously with hair and appearance, confidence, self-esteem, it's really emotionally driven, right? It's something that has a lot to do with your emotions and how you feel about yourself, which is perfect because people don't buy products, they buy solutions, and their emotions are going to drive them to purchase that product. So with the subject line, we can do a bunch of things. So want a full head of hair again. Get the full hair growth solution. Never feel self-conscious about your hair again. Don't love your hair. Here's the solution. And we can iron these out more, and we'll put something in here that we're really happy with, but the main point is to ask a question, maybe hit one of their pain points around hair, and then offer this solution. So just writing down a quick few ideas, and then we can optimize those later. But we can actually start off with, once again, our personalization. So hey, first name, and let's start hitting some of their pain points maybe around this, and we can probably pull that right from the page. We understand hair, stress, hormonal changes. Oh, interesting. So 1 in 2 women experience hair loss at some point in their life. We can actually open with that. It's a pretty strong hook. 1 in 2 women experience hair loss at some stage in their life. Let's do that, format it correctly. What are we at, 12, I think? Yeah. Change the color. So the Essentials collection. So that'll essentially be kind of the offer, the solution. So 1 in 2 women experience hair loss at some stage in their lives. Is that you? Do you struggle with your self-image because of hair fall and thinning? You're not alone, and we have the solution, the Essentials collection. So we essentially hit their pain point, and we're also using a piece of data right from the website that's interesting, it's a good hook, gets their attention, but then we build it into their desires and their pain points. We hit the pain points, and then we have the solution. Now we can kind of elaborate more on the product itself. So the core supplement, shampoo, and conditioner, you can actually reuse that copy right here. So we'll say the collection includes our core supplement, shampoo, and conditioner that will nourish and strengthen your hair. So that's a feature. Remember, features are factual pieces of information. Nourishing and strengthening the hair, it's factual, right? It's not a benefit, which is essentially what the feature does, and it tends to be more emotionally charged. So let's go back here and see if we can find anything. Obviously, we talk about confidence and things like that, so that will nourish and strengthen your hair. More importantly, it will give you your confidence back. And you'll love to show off your new hair. We'll tighten up that sentence, but that's essentially what we want to do. Also, we want to use that testimonial, so let me plug that in. Let's add the border to that. And we might end up maybe using that a little bit later, but we do need some social proof. I think with e-commerce and this kind of product, it's good to show that other people are using it and enjoying it and getting good results, but we might push it down a little bit later. I think we still need to elaborate a bit more on exactly what the product is. Yeah, we can probably talk about the ingredients. So how does it work? Nice. So we can probably actually reuse some of that. Is it safe? Do you have to take it forever? Hair types. We'll actually tighten that sentence up. More importantly, it'll give you your confidence back. I'd like to add some bullet points here just because it's a lot of sentences and paragraphs. I want to make it a little easier on the eyes. So I want to reuse this copy, but just make it a little bit easier to read. So we'll say the naturally derived formula or we're going to say our naturally derived formulas are, and then let's add some bullet points here, made of powerful amino mar TM with a blend of vitamins so and so, are clinically proven to achieve thicker, fuller hair in as little as 3 months. Let's go back here. Fortified with these ingredients. So this is also somewhat of a value propositions built into these bullet points because we're talking about very specific formulas and ingredients that are helping achieve the feature and the benefit and the outcome that the customer wants. And remember that a value proposition you really want to have in a lot of your email copywriting and marketing material in general. And remember that you really want a good value proposition in your copywriting and your marketing material in general. It doesn't have to be something completely proprietary like some patented technology or formula, but what you can do like this brand does is they really hone in on just very specific ingredients. Technically, really any brand could have seaweed extract or marine collagen and these things, but what they do is they kind of make it the main picture. And they bring it to the forefront to where if you were to compare different hair solutions, this one might stand out because you think of these different things that they're offering within the product, even though technically everybody can have them. And this is really good positioning. By putting, once again, these ingredients at the front of the copywriting and the offer, it makes it seem special and unique. So that's really, really good. So fortified marine collagen and seaweed extracts delivers nourishing hydration without weighing the hair down. Look what our happy customers have to say. We have that testimonial. We could even put just a text testimonial. That's good too. We could have the images like we have here, but just as an example, we want to put in a testimonial there for social proof. And then also what I want to do, I'm going to take this image and see if I can plug it in right here. And then what we would do is this would actually link out to the sales page here. But also what I'll do, just to show you, and technically we probably should have done it with the Nike one up here, is we'd have not only the image link, but we should have a link to shop the whole collection. And then essentially we would have a link to that. So not only can they click the image, they can click the text link, especially if the image doesn't pop up or it breaks or something like that, somehow gets blocked in their browser maybe. There's always that text link. That's kind of fundamental. We should have done that in the Nike one, but we can also do that here. So we have a couple different options. This would definitely send it to the sales page. We could probably have a couple links. So maybe this right here we would have. And then we want that call to action. And with the call to action, depending on the offer, it can be somewhat generic, but if you can tailor it to the offer and what the customer wants, that's better. So we could say, shop the collection and transform your hair today. So then we'd have that link again. Let's say like right here, plug that in, cheers, or whatever the kind of sign off is. And I think one more thing we could probably add in here is the pricing. You know, you could technically test without the pricing and see if the click-through is good. Obviously, some people want to know how much they're paying for. So we could plug in the pricing maybe down here. The collection starts at, so that would be $136. And then we want to put that 170 that's crossed out because that offers a bit more value and it makes them feel like they're getting more for their money. But also if that doesn't last very long, it creates urgency. They have to take action to get that savings. Delivered every 3 months. Plus save 20% and get free shipping. Look what our happy customers have to say because of our hair growth solution. So that's not too bad. Just want to give an example once again of just writing something pretty quick that can, really drive conversions and sales. And we could sit here for hours really honing in the subject lines and the copy, but this is really strong. Like this is something I'd probably send out, give it a bit more proofreading and editing and have nice graphics, but not a bad example of what an e-commerce email could look like. And then we have Sephora. Let's go check out Sephora, see what they got, see what we could do. So with Nike, we had the collection, we had the bundle for the other brand there. So let's see what we can find in here. Sephora collection, spend more, get more. Insider challenges, that's kind of cool. Let's see what they got here. Beauty Insider, ready, set, Sephora. Interesting. I'm not sure what this is. So I guess you complete challenges and you get points, I'm guessing. Yeah, earn 100 points, join the challenge. Oh, it's kind of cool. Get a shade matched in the store, sign up. Ah, interesting. So that's a good way to kind of get them in the store, get them in the funnel. That's interesting. So they're kind of gamifying taking action, getting in, I think, their email list, getting text alerts. This is really smart. This is a really good marketing play by Sephora. So you know what? We're actually going to do that. So Sephora, this would be their challenge series or so. Actually, I like Ready, Set, Sephora. It's not bad for a subject line, actually. It's kind of on brand. It's interesting. Kind of makes you wonder exactly what they're talking about as well. But let's see. Make shopping at Sephora even better. We can use that as a subject line. Earn 100 points. We can just give a call to action and benefits. So get up to 400 Sephora points. Let's go in here. So I guess that's the main point. So actually, technically, you can get up to 500, it says. So let's put 500. You can even say something like new offer, 500 plus Sephora points, or maybe don't wait, claim 500 plus Sephora points. So it makes that urgency and scarcity. They have to claim it now. Get up to 500 Sephora points, make shopping at Sephora even better. Yeah, those are pretty decent subject lines. Once again, we could spend a lot of time here and hone them in. Those are pretty strong. Those are good. So let's go back here. So the idea is that for each thing they do here, they get points. Let me just kind of plug that in. So you already know how I'm going to start this. Hey, first name. Want to save money and make shopping at Sephora even better. Spell that correctly. Don't miss out on our Sephora challenges where you can earn, and we can literally just take this copy pretty much. You can earn 100 points for each task and an additional task, 100 points for completing all 4 tasks. Ends this date. So December 22, that's good. If there's a date where your offer ends, always mention that, because if they know that they're going to miss out on it if they don't do, in this case, the challenge, or they don't take on that offer or buy it in time, they're going to miss out. You need to add that in. It's going to really boost your conversion rates and click through and overall performance. So join task. Okay, so what happens if you click this? Well, you also get free standard shipping on all orders. So let's frame it kind of as a really simple, easy thing. So here's all you have to do. So we'll say sign up. Yeah, so sign up. So sign up if you haven't. You also get free standard shipping on all orders as a member. And then what were those other things? So, okay, so get shade matched. And let me also add this as an actual numbered list. Let's do right there. Perfect. Get shade matched in a Sephora. I think it was like register for SMS alerts. Order with buy online, pickup in store. So order with buy online or pick up in store. Let's see, and then get a free sample with an online purchase. So get a free sample with an online purchase. And also, I'll probably elaborate a bit more on the challenges themselves. We're always running different challenges that give you points, freebies. Give you points, freebies, and more goodies from Sephora, or say, they know it's from Sephora, so that you'll love. So keep an eye. So I'm guessing they could visit the website. They're probably going to get text messages for challenge though. So keep an eye on our challenge page or your text alerts. And then you'd sign it off here. So let's see. Our challenge page, we would link that. We could probably put the link up here too, maybe. It's a short email, so, you know, in their window, even on mobile, it wouldn't be too hard to scroll through this. So let me also, though, just make sure it's all uniform. Nice. So we kind of started off with a question and also a benefit. So do you want to save money? Just make shopping better at this brand? You know, obviously that'd be a yes. Then don't miss out on these challenges where you can earn points for completing different tasks, creating some urgency there, obviously, as well with that end date. And then we're framing it as a very easy thing to do. And we're using bullet points. Always use bullet points in your email if possible. Just makes it easy to scan and read, especially if you have a lot of copy. It breaks it up and it makes it much more easy to kind of go through. Yeah, not a bad email, just something quick. Once again, we don't have to be too creative or fancy with this. The offer and the challenge kind of sells itself, but not too bad. So just a few examples, guys, of email copywriting for e-commerce in particular. Once again, we went through different subject line ideas and approaches, making sure that we have imagery and graphics in there. We're offering a benefit, not just the features, but a value proposition, using social proof with the testimonials. We're being creative. We have urgency and scarcity built into the emails. We're hitting the pain points and the desires of the consumer. Once again, we're not just talking about the product, but specifically what it does and how that aligns with what they want. We're going into deeper details about how it stands out. We have some pricing and once again, more value and different things that would make them actually want to learn about it and convert. We have calls to action. So pretty good emails. And I hope you guys pulled some value from this and you learned some things about email copywriting for e-commerce. If you want to see more over-the-shoulder copywriting and more videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see any other kind of videos or topics, just let me know in the comments and I'll make those. Or you can join the Discord and talk to me directly and let me know what you're interested in there. But other than that, hope you're having an awesome week and I'll see you in the next video.